Question 13. So we do not want the 2x here as a denominator. So to get rid of that, we have to times both sides by 2x. So it times 2x on the right hand side, and then we have to times 2x on the right hand side as well. So both sides, the left and the right, have been multiplied by 2x. So on the right hand side, 5 times 2x is just 10x. On the left hand side, the times 2x and the times 2x here, the divide 2x here cancels out, leaving with just 25. So now to get the x on its own, we have to divide both sides by 10. So the times 10 here, the divide 10 cancels out, leaving with just x, and here is 25 over 10. How many times does 10 go into 25? It goes 2 times. So 2 times 10 is 20, remainder 5. So just going to tidy up a little bit more here, more space. So now I've got 2 and 5 tenths is equal to x. Now a lot of times students make a mistake and don't realize they can simplify this. You can divide them both by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So the answer is 2.5. So finally x is equal to 2.5. So just substitute and see if the answer is correct. Just check if your answer is correct. So that's question 13. Finally, question 14. So we want to get rid of the divide 2x on this side. So how do you get rid of divide 2x? You'll have to multiply by 2x. So to multiply both sides by 2x, the right hand side by 2x, multiply it by 2x, and the left hand side multiply it by 2x. So on the right hand side, 3 times 2x is just 6x. On the left hand side, the divide 2 here, the times 2. So divide 2x times 2x cancels out, leaving with just 15. So now if I want the x on its own, I have to divide both sides by 6. So on the right hand side, the times 6 divide 6 cancels out, leaving just x. And on the left hand side, I have 15 over 6. Now how many 6 is going to 15? Or even if you want to do, you could just cancel it down. So 3 goes into 15 and it goes into 6. So 3 goes into 15 5 times. So 3 times 5 is 15. So we know that 3 goes into 15 5 times, and 3 goes into 6 twice. So x is equal to 5 over 2, which is 2.5. So I have 5 over 2. Now how many times does, so if we turn that mixed number into a improper if we turn the improper fraction into a mixed number, so you copy the 2 down, and how many times does 2 go into 5? 2 goes into 5 2 times, remainder 1. So the answer is 2.5. So x is equal to 2.5. So just want to explain, just with a bit more space here on this side here, I had 15 over 6 is equal to x, and I realized I could divide them both by 3. So the numerator, which is 15 divided by 3, is 5, and the denominator, which is 6, if we divide that by 3 we get 2. So now this is an improper fraction because the top is heavier, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So what we do is we copy the divide 2 like that, and how many times does this 2 go into 5? 2 go into 5 2 times, so 2 times 2 is 4, and the balance is 1, or 2 times 2 is 4 and the remainder is 1, and we get 2.5 is equal to x, or x is equal to 2.5. Again, substitute that value into the wherever you see x, and if the left hand side equals to the right hand side, then you know you've done it correct, which we can see clearly here because The question was 15 divided by 2 times x. We thought x is 2.5. So 2 times 2.5 is 5. So 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So we were correct. I'll explain that just slightly details in a bit more slowly. We had 15 divided by 2x is equal to 3. Now we just said x is equal to 2.5 or 2.5, and here we got 2 times x, so it's 2 times 2.5. So 15 divided by, what's 2 times 2.5? It's 5. And 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So we know that is correct. Just to quickly explain a few points using question 8. Wherever possible, try not to have a fraction. Makes life so much easier not to have a fraction. So that's why we want to get rid of the divide by 3. Now remember, I've got x divided by 3 and I'm saying I want to get rid of this divided by 3. So the best way to get rid of the divide 3 is to times by 3, or the opposite of divide 3 is times by 3. Now can you see, by timesing by 3 I want to cancel out this divided by 3, leaving just x. So that's what we did here with question 8. We times both sides by 3, and remember here is timesing all of this by 3, not just the x. So that's why we put that in a bracket and said 3x minus 4. And on the left hand side, remember we're saying that the divide 3 and the times 3 cancels out, leaving with just x. So make sure you've understood that. If not, we'll have to go over this again